So then, welcome along to round number 8 of this Williams series, and as you can see, it gets pretty interesting after this weekend GP, the Spanish Grand Prix, and we've got Albon and Porsche ready to go, and then we've got some underfloor and side pods manufactured and designed complete. So car is going to start getting a little bit better as we look to reduce some of that durability from the parts. Now, looking at the Williams car, we are in P7 in the Constructors' Championship after a 1-point P10 finish in Monaco last time out. So that was a great little result and helps us move forward in the table. Performance targets are set, and we're looking for a Q2 finish again in qualifying, and nothing to upgrade or so far. So let's get into the Spanish GP and let's see if we can get off to a very nice start. Not sure what we're expecting, but I'm sure we're going to give it a go. So welcome to qualifying in Spain. And bad news for all you fans, Porsche has had to take a brand new ERS, and that means it's his third of the season. He has to take a 10-place penalty, so ideally it's probably not worth running Porsche because he's going to start at the back. So I'm going to focus on Albon, see where Albon sets his time, and then we shall take a look after that. So high rubber, let's get Albon out. And we're going to hold fire with Porsche. I want to look after some of these parts on his car. So let's pass forward Albon and get him a nice lap. Here we go. It is time to fly for Alex Albon. And he's going to get a nice decent track that's empty as well. Here he comes. And obviously we'd have to start 10th for Porsche if we wanted to obviously eliminate the plus 10. So we're going to have to just try and maybe just rest him this session. But let's see what Albon can do. He's coming up to the first sector now in that Williams. And fingers crossed. I mean, it's purple, it's always a bonus, but we know that's because he's the first car through this part of the track on a flying lap. That Williams blue looking beautiful in the sun of Spain. And as we continue through, we're going to see what sort of time we can put in. We've got an Alpha Tauri ahead of us. Looks like Nick De Vries. And hopefully he moves out the way pretty quickly. And yes, he does. So fair play. And Albon now coming through the middle sector. Hopefully they're decent times. 22.2 and a 29.9. And we're coming around the last. New and improved for the last few years here in Spain. No more chicane. No more right to left to right. It is into the home stretch. And Albon's going to post the first time on the board. At the minute, a 1:14.5. We'll see how that goes and how that develops into the session. So we have sent both cars out. We're just going to give Porsche a little run, see what sort of pace he's got around here. One flying lap is all that I'm giving him. And we're going to see. You can see Albon on the left-hand side in the safe zone at the moment, but look below, two Ferraris are sitting and lurking. We want to get around that Hulkenberg and Magnussen time if we can. We're going to drop 2 at least, you would imagine, Leclerc and Sainz. So good laps needed. And let's see what we can do with Alex Albon. Through turns 1, 2 and 3 we go. And approaching the end of sector 1. Can he improve? He can. It's a 22.2 for the first sector. Porsche does a 22.2 as well. Pretty even. Only 0.04 of a tenth in it between the two Williams drivers. As we come out of that sector 1 and now approaching the middle of sector 2. Sweeping left and right handers and into the small straight. I think it's turn 13 we're potentially coming up to. At a guess. Sure it is. But in we go, and it's another green sector, 29.7 and a 29.6 for Porsche. This is going to be an improvement. By how much though is it going to improve? Albon then round the last sweeping corner. He's done all he can. Is it going to be good enough for a Q2 appearance? Down the straight he goes. He does improve. He does by 2.5 temps. And Pourchaire coming in P12.
Go in lap. Go switch in lap.
And that is looking great for Pourchaire, but bad for Alex Albon. Big gap. You'd expect Leclerc to come back through. And then everyone else, it might be a bit interesting. Might be Nick de Vries. We're going to watch sector times, but maybe we potentially, I think we're going out here. I think we are out of Q1. Ah, skin of our teeth. And it's sod's law that we sent Pourchaire. And if we didn't send Pourchaire, Albon would have survived. He's out in P16, but Pourchaire is not going to matter. Maybe we kind of messed that one up. Albon's out, Pourchaire's through. But as you can see, he's got a grid penalty, so it was kind of pointless. We've kind of cost Albon here. So, Q2, rookie team principal. Here we are. And we might as well send Mr. Pourchaire and see what sort of lap time we can do in this qualifying session. See if we get into the top 10. Let's see if we can make it worthwhile. So round the final corner, and depending on the lap time here, we may just do the one lap. But Pourchaire only needed one lap last time, and he managed to do a very decent lap. But round the first corner, and hopefully looking for an improvement in times. He'll be one of the first cars over yet again. And he's got the Mercedes in front. It's not a great sector, 22.5. That's 3 temps slower than he was in Q1. I believe a 22.24 I think it was. So this is not looking good. And I think this is where our qualifying will come to an end. We won't be pushing Pourchaire any further after this lap. Grip's improved. It might be a difficult Spanish GP for our cars. But let's see, into the sector 2, 30.1, it's not great at all. That's a couple of temps slower, 5-6 temps down altogether. And with a new ERS system in, you'd expect it to be pumping some times, but not so much. Across the line, we know it's not going to be that great. It is. Across the line in a 1:15.1, not good at all. So that is qualifying. We didn't go out again. You can see how much time Pourchaire's got to find. 1.2 seconds. That's not going to be where we want to be. With a grid penalty as well, we'll take the 15th place to meet the sponsorship requirements. And for Q3, it's Sergio Perez who takes pole position from Max Verstappen, and Alonso and Stroll, 2 Ferraris, 2 Mercedes, rounding out. So, race day. Expecting a tough race in the Spanish GP. We're going to look at strategy. And there's your 10th place. This is why I should have let Albon probably get through. 10 places is the penalty. So, this is telling me to do 1 stop. Oh, sorry, 2 stop. But I don't trust. I don't like it when it tells me to do a 1 stop. So I'm going to try and edit. I mean, they don't look like they're going to last that long, do they? Hards are not going to go to the end, so I think it might have to be. And I think I might go soft, medium. And that's if we can do this strategy, that is. Medium's looking like... Medium's like a rough tyre. Go double medium. Can't go double medium. Go hards. Might change that again. Soft, hard. I might change that later on. I think that makes sense. And then we'll go... Maybe we should start on a Could I start on a medium? Let's get rid of that a minute. Medium. And then could I go hard? Not really. Right down to there. Bin that one off. No way. No way according to that. So it's giving me some time. Go to softs. Yeah, softs, they just don't look like they're giving much out here at all. And I think I might start on the hards here. Go longer into the race. And then we'll go on to mediums. And then I think we'll finish something a bit like this. I mean, I can probably go softs. I think I've got to go something like that. Let's give it a go. This is all I can do. Hard, soft, soft. Strategy is telling me it's not. So it's either my strategy, strategists aren't very good, or we're going to mess up strategy again. Unless we need some better strategists. 100%. Otherwise, we're going to struggle. But it's 15th and 20th. Let's see where we get to. So Williams to the front. That's what we dream of. But for now, let's take a step back and have a look. 15th and 20th. Expect Porsche to be quicker at the end than he will be at the start. And we got to go with Albon. We're going to drive on board. And here he is with an AlphaTauri and a McLaren. Either side, and there's a big crash here. Oh, we might have took a front wing off there. Safety car is deployed. Big crash. We were on board as that happened. Porsche did lock up on turn 1, and it is a red flag. Red flag. And you can see everyone's a bit stuck. And who was to fault with that? You can see them coming into view now. Oh, it was the AlphaTauri into the Haas, and it was carnage out there. We've lost an end plate by the look of it. And they are not going to be too happy. Big, big shunts. And that means potential chances are upon us. So, neither of us has retired from the race. That's good. We're going to stick on some... We've got only got 93% fitted. So I'm going to come on to the softs. And L1 definitely doesn't need a... Damage has got minor damage. So let's... Yeah, well, let's change the front wing. And then for Porsche, I'm going to keep on the hards and not make any changes to that. So 3 cars are out. Hulkenberg, Norris and Gasly all are cars that are fighting us. And we're going to have to pause this straight away because I need to boost them back up because we are on absolutely conserve. And look at that fuel now as well. That is looking tasty as we are away. So P11 for Albon. Sonoda with a penalty as well. Porsche out the back in 17th, and we go on board again. And will it be second time lucky this time? Oh, we're hit from the back. Is that another virtual safety car? Albon, can he get going? What a drama of a lap 1. Albon. There's Piastri. Oh. No way. And can Albon get going? Surely there's going to be a red flag again here. Here we go, heading into turn 1. We've just seen this from Albon. And he's absolutely... And then into the Haas. And it's the Mercedes as well. It is all over the place. We've got a virtual safety car. And Albon's retired. Albon is out. That is not good. I mean, there's only 15 cars left. It's a good job we haven't got another start. But Oscar Piastri is still running as well. With half a front wing, causing chaos. And he does get a penalty. But for what? I mean, we've just got new parts coming next race. And it's all in the hands of Mr. Porsche. Piastri with the 10-second time penalty. And that is what we needed to try and help. But virtual VSC is currently out. We're looking after tyres, conserving fuel and harvesting battery all the time. Hamilton pits and Piastri pits. So Hamilton with damage. Both of these cars are in. Sadly, Albon was looking good in like P11, and we looked good for a good overtaking opportunity and points in the end. But 2 times they struggled to carry through. But hey ho. Let's see. VSC still going. Porsche looking after. And when's that VSC going to end? Hamilton's back out, a good 25 seconds behind. And this is going to be an interesting little battle. Softs and mediums were the only ones on the hard tyres. (106 degrees the tyres at the moment. We're still going round. Fastest lap by Leclerc. I don't think we've let go. VSC is now ending. Let's get back up to speed then. And it's push time. And we are literally like at the back of this train. 24.5 seconds to Hamilton. And we've got a decent chance. We're only a tenth behind the Alfa Romeo, and it's Porsche. Hopefully he don't crash this race. And this is our chance for him to get back into the points. Take advantage of a double Haas finish, or the retirement I should say, and the McLaren's pretty much out of it as well. So we've got a chance if we perform well. And we are looking at the back of Zhou Guan Yu at the moment. Everyone's obviously quite close together. Have them just let us go under the VSC. I expect Hamilton to be back with us later in the race, because obviously Mercedes is quick anyway, definitely compared to our car. But no DRS just yet. And as we come across the line to start lap number 6 of an eventful Spanish Grand Prix, DRS is enabled. And we look to try and push forward. And it looks like a big lock up down here into turn 1. We heard some noises. Another driver did lock up, and there they are. It is Ocon who locked up into turn 1. Nobody likes that turn 1 today. And it is Theo Porsche who gets into P12 now. So great effort from him. Keeping it clean at the moment. And you can see then we're just sitting behind the Alfa Romeo. We'll bring that down and go to softs later on in the race. Got plenty of fuel on board. And we've got another yellow flag. What's this one for? It's gone already. Must have been just a car running wide. And it was Carlos Sainz this time. So plenty of drama in this race. Plenty. And we're going long. Just trying to keep within a second, and at the moment 4 tenths. That's enough to activate the DRS. It is creeping out though, 8 tenths. And through the last corner into the home straight, probably reaching up to 9, but hopefully DRS will bring us closer. It's still 9, still not gaining. It's the Alfa Romeo ahead who has DRS themselves too. And into turn 1 on lap 7, we are in a pretty steady position in P12. So soft tyres look like they are starting to go off, and here comes Porsche, who's matching nicely on the hard compound tyre, and it looks like the hards are starting to come into play. He's closed the gap down and into that famous turn 1 where all the accidents have been happening. Porsche is going to go and try round the outside, take the inside line for turn 2, and round the outside, stick it on him, but he's not going to get that job done through there. Tricky place, especially for a rookie. But he is in P12 at the moment, and these hard tyres now starting to take shape. Lap 16 of 66, and DOS softs are definitely starting to go out. Bottas with a big gap up front. You can see the 2 Alpha Tauris fighting ahead as well. And let's see if we can now deploy this ERS. Going to give it our all with DRS here. Zhou Guan Yu shouldn't have it. And now we're going to give a chance into the next corner. Which way are we going to go? Inside or out? It's not going to be an overtaking the chance this time round. What about down the straight though? That's our big next opportunity. Hard tyres smack bang on what we need. Feel like we should be able to get another mediums in here, but I don't think we will. And then down the straight, here we go. Can we get the job done? Zhou Guan Yu I think is going to get DRS as well. But Porsche on the hards, deploying. Can he get it into turn 1? All eyes. And I don't think he is. He's going to just hold fire. But good traction. And outside we know doesn't work. So still we focus. And this quartet of cars starting to play around. Hamilton's still a good 21-22 seconds behind. So we've got a chance here. And I tell you what, Porsche is looking racy. But Tsunoda's got a penalty. Zhou Guan Yu's right there. And here comes a potential move from Porsche. And Porsche has done him into P11. It's a brilliant move by this Williams. We know how good it is when it's got fuel to burn. And he takes P11. And is going to set on Yuki Tsunoda, the man with the time penalty. We're not going to leave this just now. And these hard tyres, told you they were starting to work wonders. And I think now we're just still managing it. Good fuel. Power unit deployed into the straight. DRS for both cars. And he's going to take this inside line down the straight. Going to be on the outside, but on the inside of turn 2. Williams top speed kicking in later on the braking for Porsche. They both don't want to give the corner up. Porsche sneaks it, but he's going to be on that outside line. Tries to hang it around. Don't think he's going to get there though. They are nip and tuck. And I think Porsche is going to have to admit defeat on that one. But he's not going to admit defeat just yet, as he is just behind. Lap 18, we are smack bang behind the Alpha Tauri of Yuki, and I think it's the soft tyres. It is. Soft tyres should be in this lap. We're only 2 tenths behind. And look at the gap. Battery drained. We knew that would be the case. But Porsche, nice and steady through there. Surely one of these pits now. 30% tyres. You've got to be pitting. We are running so much faster than these guys. Do they pit? They don't. So we're just going to back off a little bit. Charge some power unit back. We're going to make sure we don't get in trouble with the cars around us. And you can see there's a Bottas, all these on soft tyres. Alonso down at 25%. We can go a lot longer. I'm surely we can get a nice... I mean, it doesn't look like we can get a one-stop out of this at all. So down the straight we go. Lap 20. There is a car coming out of the pit lane. Going to have to watch this. There it is. It's Fernando Alonso. And as we come down the straight, we get past Yuki Tsunoda. And we are in to P9. And that is just net position. What did Alonso go on to? Softs. So they'll be pitting again. So it's a great move down the straight. And now we can set ourselves on this new challenge of Nick de Vries running high. And what about Bottas? He's on softs as well, 32%. He's only 3.5 seconds up the road. Let's deploy again. Let's see if we can get past. This is hurting us a little bit. We have got the pace to challenge Mr. de Vries. And out we come. Is there going to be a move round the outside? He flicks to the inside. That's going to be a move. And that is going to be Porsche into 8th place. Top up on the battery. Surely de Vries comes in this lap. 26% on the tyres. Surely that releases Porsche. And he doesn't pit, he carries on, but look at what we've built. Already gap. Yuki's in. We're getting chased hard by De Vries. But ERS has been used and we stay ahead. So P8 and we are closing on Bottas. So Sainz and Bottas are both in. And that is Alonso coming back at us. We're not going to challenge that too much. There's Sainz coming back out. So Alonso is unfortunate. Is he going to try one up the inside? He's not. And we're going to keep ahead. So it's P7. Let's take a look at what Bottas, Zhou and De Vries all come back out on. And this is looking okay at the moment. Let's see, because we're going to go double softs when we can. Found a little bit of pace now, but Alonso's going to say otherwise of that. He's going to hang it round the outside. We're not going to live with that Aston Martin pace. Soft tyres for De Vries Zhou. So they're surely going to go hard at the end. But that's okay. We just got to not fight him. We've got DRS to pull us along. And after this crazy little race, which sees 5 cars out, including all rivals pretty much of ours, we are sitting with P8 in our belt. So I feel like we are losing too much time on these tyres now. They are 35%. We are coming into that pit window, so I believe we can stick some softs on. You can see Bottas only 10.8 seconds behind, so we are going to be kind of out of sync, and that is because we have used these hard tyres first. They have gone soft, so they are going to be a little bit slower at the end of the race compared to what they are now. Back up to 11 though, so we're going to drop behind. We're probably going to come out about here. I would say 11, 17, 23. It's going to be around 12th place. But a good in-lap was what was needed from Porsche. He's happy with the strategy, very high. And now it's time for them bolt on the soft tyres. And I'm sure he'll be able to hold some more pace at this. But a points chance, he's on the board here. And now we'll come in. So good pit stop needed by Porsche and the Williams team. Lap 29. Just coming up to the halfway point in about 5 laps time. Or even 3 or 4. It's a long trek down to the end of the pit lane. And you can see Bottas already through. 2.8. We'll take that. As we start to look to get up to speed. You can see we said around Tsunoda. There goes Tsunoda. So we are going to be behind him. And we are back out. So we're going to just come off the tyres. Top up a bit. Get these tyres up to speed. Only 5 tenths the gap. They are on softs as well ahead. So it's going to be a bit trickier to overtake here. But they are going to be a bit fresher. You can see tyres at the moment. 66s for them. Let's get them in the window. And you can see we're already smack bang behind. Let's just see if we can. We're going to get DRS. Why not have a little bash at the back of that AlphaTauri in the opening few corners? He's trying to protect, trying to break the toe. And it's going to be 5 tenths. We're going to try and use that top speed. Let's see what we can do. Still 6 tenths off there. We've lost a bit of ground. We're trying to push, deploying all the time, and here it comes Porsche on the soft tyres. Don't think he's going to get that gap close enough. It's down to 4, down to 3, down to 2. He's dived. Don't think he's going to get the job done though. He's right behind. And I feel like I don't want to kill these tyres too much. So let's just cut down. And here's a move on the inside. We've just cut him down. And I tell you what, he's going for it. Mr. Porsche pushes him wide. The AlphaTauri comes back at us, and I think he's just got the position back. Williams Pachet takes it round the outside again. Will he get the position done? Come on. Come on, is he through? Oh my god, still not yet. Great battle, and it's the Alpha Tauri that gets DRS. Porsche, who's going to be latest on the brakes? It's going to be the Alpha Tauri who holds position. So, we reset. And maybe just the ERS running out was a bit of a failure there. But 4 tenths this time. We're pushing, and it's going to be a closer at the end of turn 1, that is for sure. Here he comes, he's going to go to the inside line. Is he going to dive one up the inside? He thinks better. And Porsche stays 12th. But a great little battle here, but he is just holding us up. But it's only a tenth. Is there going to be another move? We've seen this already once. And we are still there. 1 tenth is all it is. 1 tenth is all it takes. Lap 32. And he's going to get a good exit as well. We're going to deploy through this next phase. DRS will open. And look how close we are. We are pushing Yuki Tsunoda along. Is this the time? He sweeps to the inside. Oh, it's close. And I think we've just got him. We are. I mean, we're out of ERS again. And he's coming back at us. Oh my god, that Alpha Tauri is so quick in the slow corners. And he does get us again. But we're going to get DRS. And we are racing again. Down the straight on lap 32. Less than a tenth. No move this time from the Williams. And what a little battle this is. But it's not helping this at all. We're only 10 seconds though. And look at that, we are right behind. Might have to go mediums at the end of this. And we're going to be nearly having to start watching our fuel as well. Can we get past Yuki Tsunoda? We're going to deploy again. We're going to attack. We're going to give everything into this corner. We are ready for another shot at this overtake. He's going to try round the outside. It's a good looking move. And we finally get the job done. Overtake finally successful. But we know how quick that car behind is. Down that straight. And we've pulled a little nice bit of gap already. So hopefully that can keep him behind. 5 tenths at the moment. DRS open. And we can probably start to conserve it down a bit. We're going to still use this fuel because I need to keep this place and close. Because what are the gaps out front? Still soft mediums. There's every chance if we can just pick up this pace. And it's a nightmare because Porsche was doing so well and he's just spun it on turn 7. Let's watch what he did because he was absolutely flying. Obviously the rookie as well. Oh, and he just lost the back of it. And he did manage to carry on. But Porsche, that has not done you any favours whatsoever. We were going strong at that point. And the tyres are a little bit hot as well. That has not worked out well. Definitely going to have to look at mediums, I think, for the second stint. And we're going to try again to try and get this place back. Tyres are hot. And we're going to look for a move. It'll cool it down if you got past him, that's for sure. And he's going to try. Is he going to try the inside line? He isn't at the moment. But Porsche, the man of his own wrongdoing. Let's see if we can just push past here. Oh, we were motoring at this point. we were looking really good. You can see we lost 6 seconds to Zhou Guanyu that lap. And you've got the Red Bull as well behind us. If we can just clear this Alfa Romeo first. We're going to try... Oh no, we're going to get out of the way first. Does mean we get DRS though. And that might help it if the Alfa Romeo has to slow. Which I think they should have to. And it does move over. But is that going to be a move for us as well? It covers off. But surely that spin has not helped our tyres either. We're going to have to go mediums. It's got to be done. As we come through. And he pits. So he does pit. Let's top up. We're going to keep pushing. Because we've still got some tyres. We're going to just... Well, we don't want to bring the temperature too much down. Should start slowly dropping. There you go. We're back into a bit more control now. And the bad news is we were so within these. I mean, we're still 10th. But we're definitely going to have a look at some... Are we going to have to look at some mediums? Yes, probably. Especially that dip. That dip hasn't helped us whatsoever. So, a crash here. As Porsche is coming into the pits, and it's an Alpha Tauri and an Alfa Romeo, Yuki Tsunoda. Corner 1, oh, that is a big accident. Both drivers off at the first corner. And no safety car. And who was it? It was Zhou Guanyu and Tsunoda by the look of it? Or was it De Vries? One of the two. I think it was Zhou Guanyu and Tsunoda. But let's see. Tsunoda gets another penalty. That will help us. And now we will see Mr. Porsche coming into the pits. He's going to go for mediums. Good stop needed. And he is in then. Where can we finish in this race? Hamilton continues on. Good stop needed by the team. Come on, Williams crew. 2.7, we'll take it. And back out. We stay ahead of Yuki. That's key. We don't want to get held by him. We can go aggressive. And now we have to set ourselves on one more point. 1 point again. De Vries ahead of us. Hamilton ahead of us. Albon out. He's in the garage. And looking at this, we've got to catch De Vries. Hamilton and Bottas will both pit. What is the gap though? 21, I think. 31, I think Bottas is gone. Bottas has checked out. So it is going to be a case of can we get P10 again? So Hamilton does pit from what was 9, and he's out in P13. 8 seconds behind us. Gives us a bit of play. We've got Bottas ahead, and Bottas has pitted now for softs, 97%. Chances are we are not going to catch him. So we just leave it on aggressive, and we're going to have to try and hold on to this 1 point. Another point for Porsche would be brilliant. And another virtual safety car here, because somebody has crashed. Let's take a look. And it's at the back again. It's Nick De Vries. Is he going to go deep into the corner? He is. It's a big accident. It's an Alfa Romeo. It's in the wall as well. That is a huge, huge accident. And that takes Bottas out. And we are up to P8. So it's Bottas and De Vries who were ahead of us. And we are now up to P8. We are loving life at the moment. We're going to conserve down and harvest while this VSC is on. Let's watch that gap, 7.3. We're in a race of our own now. Another car has retired. And that is a dramatic race here. We are just going to look after stuff. We've only got like less than 10 laps to go, but Pourchaire's on for a great result. And surely it's Nick de Vries with the penalty. It is 5 seconds. So we'll wait for this VSC to end. And now we can bring these back up. Because at the end of the day, Hamilton's still about 7.5 seconds, and we've just looked after the tyres a little bit. Probably still look after the fuel until we wait for this VSC to end. And VSC has ended, so we can probably push to the end now. We've got nobody to really catch. We've got Hamilton 9.3 behind us with 10 laps to go, and these mediums are going to hope they last to the end. So they are on the final lap, and it's Max Verstappen who has started that one. But Hamilton is closing 3.1 seconds, and look at the tyres that we are on, 36%. We're going to keep him at medium. We're going to push the power units. Here they are, Hamilton and Pourchaire. We set ERS to deploy. We are down a lap, so when is it? I believe it's next time round. And we are just going to keep the gas on as Albon out after a big crash in the first corner. Pourchaire carries through, and it is the last lap for Pourchaire. So he's got 3.5 seconds to hold off from Hamilton, who now starts his last lap as well. And this could be a great set of points for Pourchaire and our Williams team. Both Hasses out. And Alfa Romeo out the points as well, who's out. McLaren's not scoring. This could be big. Alpine aren't scoring. And we're going to finish ahead of a Mercedes. Come on, here we go. Let's watch it for... Oh, you've seen it all year. But Max Verstappen takes victory. Head of that Alfa Romeo, sole running. And now we're coming through this middle sector. Pourchaire to bring home a few points for Williams Racing. Look how many cars are out. Carnage at the Spanish Grand Prix. 7 cars all out. And this is going to be music to our man's ears. Pourchaire riding his luck, but being in the best place at the right time, will come home, and he's going to take some points. Come on for the Williams team. Pourchaire over in P8. What a tremendous race. And that is some big points for our Williams. He is buzzing with that. Absolute buzzing is our Pourchaire. Great work. Come on. Here he comes.
Really fantastic result for the Williams driver.
I tell you what, they had to work hard.
He is happy with that, isn't he? Get in. Oh, go on, team. Here we are. And there you go. Done and dusted. Spanish GP. Pourchaire started from the back, remember, as well, after taking a 10th-place grid penalty. And he come home, finishes P8, 12, surely driver of the day. What an effort. And it is a very nice 4 points for Theo Pourchaire. Williams now 1 point behind Haas in 6th. We are closing every step of the way. Albon's got some rebuilding to do, but Pourchaire is looking good. Never more points in the bag. We are getting used to this now. We've got side pods completing. That is what we need. And we've got, I tell you what, we're going to get a whole rebuilding to do, because car 1 is destroyed. But make sure to come along next time as we go hunting. It is round 9 and we go to Canada.